But what do I do if I do fall into sin? That's a great question. And before we get to the answer, it's important that we understand the heart and the nature of our Father. Super quickly though, if you could like, comment, and share this video. If you'd like to receive updates when new videos come out, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a video. God is not unaware of people's sin. God is not surprised when people fall into sin. It's not like he's oblivious to it and then you come to him one day and you're like, I stuffed up, and he's like, what? Why did you do that? I had no idea. He's well aware. In fact, even in the midst of your sin, he's right there, he's watching. He's fully aware of it. And he's not shocked by it. He's aware of the effects of sin. He's aware of the devastation that it causes separation in our relationship with him. It causes separation in our proximity to him in the sense of relational proximity. Oftentimes, people will partner with the effects of sin, which is the separation between God and man. And they will partner with that and they will distance themselves from God. And what I really don't enjoy is when people have this mindset of, oh, if I walk into a church building, I'm going to get struck down by lightning, or the building is going to collapse. No, if God was going to strike you down with lightning, he probably would have done it already. People make themselves out to be expert sinners, but the reality is we are all proficient in sin, because all people are proficient in disobedience to God. All people are proficient in desiring their own way of life and their own way to live. Instead of partnering with the effects of sin and helping that distance grow, we need to actually align ourselves with the heart of God, which is reconciliation, which is that we would be made one with him, that we would draw nearer to him. So how do we reconcile ourselves with God? We definitely don't do it by doing good works. So if you fall into sin, you're not going to be reconciled to God by praying and by reading the Bible for 3 hours a day. That won't cover your sin. That won't make your sin disappear. If you fall into sin, going to church isn't going to wipe away that sin. If you fall into sin, helping people and doing work in the community and paying your taxes and doing all these things is not going to wash away the effects of sin, and it's not going to reconcile you to God. The Bible is very clear that the only thing that can reconcile us to God, the only thing that can wash away our sin is when we turn to him, when we run to him, when we put our faith and our trust in Jesus Christ. And it's in that moment where we're going this way and we're running towards our sin, or we're running towards our ambition, we're trying to make our life our own, and we're going this way, and we turn from that and we turn to God and we run to him and we allow him to wash us, and we allow him to make us whole, and we allow him to heal our heart, and we allow him to cleanse us from the sin. It's actually what the Bible calls repentance, that you were thinking this way, you were going this way, but you turned 180 degrees and you turned to God. You turned from sin and you turned to God. It doesn't matter how big the sin is, it doesn't matter how small, it doesn't matter how depraved or wicked or messed up or perverted it may be. There is nothing that he can't wash you clean from. There is nothing that he can't save you from. He is a good Father. He is faithful. He is wonderful. He is good. And he is a Father. So do not linger. If you fall into sin, if you fall into that temptation, if you fall into that peer pressure, if you fall into that same old thing that's plagued your life for so long again, don't linger in it. Don't sit there. Don't allow the weight of guilt, shame, and condemnation to sit on your shoulders. But get up, run to the Father. Doesn't matter if it was 5 years ago or if it was 5 seconds ago. Get up and run to the Father. Run to him. He's not going to push you away and be like, oh, you gross little depraved, wretched thing. No, he's going to embrace you like a good father. He's going to say, I love you, my son. I love you, my daughter. Come, let me wash you clean. Let me make you whole. Let me build you. Let me restore you to wholeness. Let me redeem your life. Let me take away every black mark on your soul, and let me make you as white as wool. Let me make you as white as snow. Run to the Father. Don't linger in sin. Even if you messed up, don't linger there. Don't stay in that place, but run to